Hi, I'm Jory, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I am guided to speak on spiritual messages, downloads, and insight I am receiving from divine source, higher dimensional realms, and from my spirit guides. Now, for the messages that are wanting to be received for this particular reading, take what resonates and leave the rest. So now I am feeling guided to shuffle the traditional tarot and see what messages are aligned with this reading. Divine, source, what messages are wanting to be received for this particular reading? Now, let's see what cards are resonating for the messages aligned with this reading. Divine, three cards stuck together here. I'm sensing that there is a message speaking to things happening simultaneously, or there being three messages in this reading strongly resonating with the energy of this spread. Prior to recording, I have channeled some intuitive messages and downloads that I am going to be reading from in this reading for these divine messages. And as I'm laying out the spread here, there was another set of cards stuck together. So these two cards stuck together, in addition to the three cards stuck together, I'm sensing that there are going to be multiple messages, 5 messages here strongly resonating and aligned with this reading. 5 messages that are going to be significant for someone here And I am sensing a depth of these messages coming from an energy that is extremely deep and going to open up a conversation that I'm sensing needs to happen here for some liberation. So now that I have the cards here for the spread aligned with this reading, I want to take a drink of my tea I have here. And continue with this reading in this grounded energy. So, the first message I'm sensing strongly resonating for this reading is a message I channeled here in my journal. There are moments where you feel like you are on cloud nine, or really in the flow of you being on this highest vibrational timeline. And then there are moments where you are doubting yourself, where things are resurfacing, coming up to be healed within you. I'm sensing wounds around trust, safety, feeling secure, being and feeling open to be fully vulnerable here with yourself. And I'm sensing in a connection. So this I'm sensing is a love connection, a relationship that has platonic, romantic aspects of this, or this could be resonating with you in the sense that this is a platonic relationship and you are finding yourself having trouble opening up. This could be a romantic relationship that has both these platonic and romantic aspects to it, that you also feel like you are having trouble with being fully vulnerable. And I'm sensing that this isn't necessarily you having trouble with doing this. This is you on your spiritual path and soul journey experiencing the non-linear healing process that I'm sensing so many on their spiritual path and soul journey experience in allowing this new version of self to really be embodied here on your spiritual path and soul journey, where you are having this balanced, harmonious relationship of equilibrium within yourself, where you are trusting in yourself, allowing yourself to receive your own love, allowing yourself to embody this liberation of your mind, body, heart, soul, spirit at the same time within connections, within chosen communities, people in your life that you are drawn to as you choose yourself, as you exist as your most authentic self, that celebrate this authenticity within you, that celebrate your power, your radiance, your rare expression of divine love, where in these connections you are attracted to in this highest vibrational energy, where you are also being asked to trust, to be vulnerable enough to open up and let yourself be seen and known for who you are. And I'm getting this message that to be loved is to be fully seen for who you are and embraced for that, no matter how you are, no matter who you are, no matter what your expression of this divine source is, you being fully accepted in this version of yourself, in this highest vibrational version of yourself. And even as you are finding yourself in this healing process where you are continuing to step out of an unaligned space into a more aligned version of yourself. And I'm getting the message that this is the love that heals you. This is the love that heals you. And things are coming up to be processed for healing within this connection. So you don't have to have come into this connection as the perfect version of yourself, as this version of yourself that you idealize, that you want to be in this connection is simply an idea, an idealized version of yourself. You aren't this perfect being that is going to not experience these points on your spiritual path and soul journey that you are experience are that you are experiencing. I'm sensing now these moments where you are stepping into an even higher vibrational version of yourself, and in doing so having to heal some things that are coming up for you, having to give yourself focus, attention, time to, well, not really. When I say time, I always think of time not existing, and in the same sense, healing not being linear. And so, really giving yourself focus and attention to you prospering, nurturing your soul from moment to moment, and not thinking about this construction of time so as to really feel into each present moment and take each step forward, feeling into the moment and not thinking about how long is this going to take for me to be the person that I am idealizing myself to be. And you are simply being asked by divine, by source in this reading, to exist, to allow yourself to go through this process and to continue to trust yourself in doing so. And as the universe calls in love into your life for you to experience as you are meant to experience the rare divine love that you embody, incarnated here on earth to experience, exude, exist as, embrace within yourself. You are meant to experience this love in many forms, and I'm sensing that a form for you is a relationship. This relationship with someone in your life that you share a deep soul connection to, a twin flame, a high level soulmate. This person in your life also being a part of this community, this chosen family, this community, this chosen community that you are aligned with, this person being that for you in your life, being a part of this, how abundance is manifesting in your life, how divine love is manifesting in your life at this time. And you are being asked to allow these emotions that are coming up to be felt, and for you to, in this relationship, to continue to open in this relationship with yourself, and in this relationship with this person that you choose, with this community that you choose, essentially, with these energetic spaces, people, places, situations that you choose in your life, that you are drawn to in this equilibrium, in this space of choosing your highest good in your life, and not choosing things from a space of lack or feeling as though you are having to connect with certain energies, people, places, situations because you are expected to, not necessarily because you are feeling good around these energies. This is what you are stepping out of. This is what you are allowing to be released from your life at this time as you align with your highest vibrational path and soul journey, as you continue to align with this. So I'm sensing that this love in your life brings this stability, and this love is that which is unconditional and is continuing to show up in these moments that aren't easy for you to remain holding everything together, where you find yourself unraveling and you are simultaneously finding yourself being totally loved and supported, even in you having these things come to the surface to be healed, even as you are in the process of becoming this highest vibrational version of yourself. Because I'm sensing that the people who are truly resonant with you when you choose your highest vibrational self sense this within you, even in your still being in the process of shifting into this and fully embodying this path that you are creating through your heart chakra. And at the same time, people who aren't aligned with you in this space feel that disconnect, feel that dissonance that is you not being aligned with the energy that they are embodying, you instead being a different expression that is requiring a different energetic space, a different community, a different set of values that you finding yourself aligned with at the core soul level. So I'm getting that sometimes you unravel and you have to let yourself be vulnerable, even though you're feeling like doing the opposite. As the opposite of unraveling, allowing this vulnerability to happen is reverting back to your patterns of closing yourself off. Now, I'm getting that this is different. This closing off is different from taking a moment to yourself to realize how far you've come, from not allowing yourself to be fully seen by the one you feel so deeply connected to, by this connection that you choose, this connection of love that you are choosing now in your life, this community, this chosen community that is what you are choosing, this relationship that you are choosing, both with this person in your life you feel so deeply connected to, as well as with yourself. You're not perfect and you're not meant to be perfect. Perfection does not equate to you having it all together on the surface if you're unraveling on the inside. I'm sensing you have this self forgiveness that is important for you. You are allowing yourself this compassion and this way of self-forgiveness that is important for you as you continue to move forward on your spiritual path and soul journey, because there are going to be times where you again repeat these patterns of misalignment, as the path to healing is not linear. And I'm sensing that each time you do this, you are actually finding yourself more in this stabilized version of yourself that is allowing for this love to be felt, allowing yourself to open and to be vulnerable. I'm sensing this self-forgiveness has opened you even more, and it's only going to continue to be this gradual process of you fully embodying and existing as the highest vibrational version of yourself. As you continue to move forward on your spiritual path and soul journey, there will be times when you feel like giving into the part of you that is afraid of not being perfect in this relationship. And divine is coming through this message, through this divine message, through this reading, to tell you that it is in the moments that you choose a different path for yourself that matters, that you continue to choose your highest vibrational timeline in love and life, even if you have these wounds that are resurfacing to be healed. Divine is also coming through to tell you that you are deserving of all the love this person gives you, and it doesn't matter if you think you deserve it right now, because you do. There's nothing you have to do to be deserving of this love, only to choose to lean into continuously every day your highest vibrational timeline. Continue to balance your internal feminine, your internal masculine, your awakened divine masculine, your awakened divine feminine, to align with this version of yourself that is self-loving. You deserve to experience the constant flow of love in your life that is this divine love that you attract in this alignment, that you attract as you are your most authentic self. This path you're creating where you are finding the love you send out returning back to you. Now, I didn't turn over any cards here, so I am going to continue this reading and turn over some cards and see what additional messages are wanting to come through for this particular thread of energy, this topic here that I am feeling guided to discuss. Now, before I close this reading, and I'm feeling guided to close the reading here, but before I close this reading, let's take this moment to become aware of our own energy. Breathe in slowly and deeply. And out. Grounding yourself in the present moment. Ground yourself in the present moment.